Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will discuss how to install voice analyzer software on your Windows PC. To start with, you need to have a setup which will look something like this. Double click it. Yeah, the rest of the steps are pretty intuitive. Press next, accept the license agreement, install. We are launching the application now. When you launch the application for the first time, this is the screen you see. You need to create a password for yourself, provide the license key given to you, also enter an email ID. This email ID will be used solely for providing you alerts with the software usage. We have no intent to spam you. Let me show you a sample. Create a password. Enter an email ID. Also, one more thing to remember is you need to be connected to the internet for the very first time when you register or create a password for yourself. Later, after this process, you don't need internet ever to use this software. So only for the first time when you register or create a password, you need to be connected to the internet. So now we are creating a password. Yes, once we have created a password, we can see that now we have entered the playlist page where we have different tabs. So we will discuss each of these tabs in detail in the later part of the video. So for now, what I will do is I will close the application and we will log in again. Before I launch the application again, I would like to talk a little bit about the device and its usage. So this is how the device looks. Now, the Safe Hello device records all the ambient conversations, and the voice analyzer software specializes in extracting mail conversations from those recordings. So if you have used the device for a day, we would recommend that you connect it to a computer for analysis. So I've just installed the software on this machine right now, and you can connect it to the computer. There is a USB slot here, so the connection would look something like this. So whenever you want to perform analysis, you just connect it to the computer where you have installed the voice analyzer software. Now once you connect it, the voice analyzer software will do all the work for you without your intervention. So that would mean the voice analyzer software will copy all the recordings to the computer and do the analysis. So only when you want to listen to those analyzed mail conversations, that is when you open the voice analyzer app. And if you open the voice analyzer app when the analysis is happening, the progress of the analysis is shown. Let me just demonstrate that to you. It is very simple. You will understand it. Let me just connect the device to the computer. Once you connect the device to the computer, the voice analyzer software will do all the work for you without your intervention. So when you open the voice analyzer app, you get access to the filtered conversations. But if you open the voice analyzer app when the analysis is ongoing, you would see the progress indication of the analysis. Let's just see that. So this is the sound of device getting connected. So I will launch the voice analyzer application. So you need to enter the password. So as you can see that there's just one device listed. If you have purchased two devices, you will see that two devices will be listed. You can see that files are being moved from the device, and this is the playlist. You already have a playlist of previous analysis, so you can just minimize them. You have all device listing of the analysis. So you can see that files are being moved. So once the files are moved, you should see the analysis progress. So you can see that audio analysis is in progress right now. You also have an alert which says it is complete now, the device is safe to remove. And once this alert appears, you can remove the device and connect it to the charger or mobile adapter. The reason for this is even if you shut down your computer, you can make sure that your device is getting charged. Also, meanwhile, you will not have any recording, since the device stops recording only when it is connected to the charger. We recommend that you do this. So this is how you would connect it to the charger with your mobile adapter. So this type of charging would mean that device is always getting charged and no recording happens when this is connected. So you can see we'll just cancel this alert and we'll wait for the analysis to complete. Analysis is almost complete now. Yes, you can see that analysis is done. You have the playlist for the current day here. This is all the filtered conversations you have for the current analysis. Also, you just have to keep one more thing in mind. So you will not see any indication of progress if you have opened the app after the analysis is done. So that's just one thing you need to keep in mind. Let me just talk about playlist controls. It's very intuitive. You can play any individual conversation, you can pause it, you can delete any conversation, any individual conversation, and you also can move to any part of the audio using the navigation bar. You can also play the audio at twice the speed if you want to skim the content faster. So this is possible. You can also forward to any conversation. You can rewind. This is all pretty intuitive. You can mute. Also, there is a button to delete all the files in the playlist. And this is all about playlist controls. Now let me talk about tabs. You see there are 4 tabs. There is a playlist tab, archive tab, alerts tab, time slots tab. So playlist tab, you already know it lists the playlist of the current analysis. So there's next a tab called as archive. So if you want to save some conversation for future use, all you can do is archive. So for example, I will just archive this conversation, so you can see this conversation in the archive tab. So this is what archive tab can be used for. Tab, all the alerts from the analysis are displayed in this tab. For now you have 2 alerts. So there are 2 alerts here. One is the device charging alert time and the other is probable device removal time alert. So let me elaborate on device charging alert. So you can see that there are 2 time slots here, start time and end time. Start time is the last time you had connected the device to the computer, and end time is the most recent timestamp. So if the device was charged in between these 2 time, in this time slot, then there is an entry for that. For example, You can see that device was charged for 44 seconds, somewhere around 12 p.m. on 31st. So this is device charging alert. One another alert is the probable device removal time. So this indicates when this is the list of all the times when the device was removed from child's pocket or shirt. So this is probable device removal time. Now let me talk about time slots tab. Time slots tab is a playlist which has complete audio conversations between two timings. Say for instance, you want to listen to complete audio between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. You go to settings and you add a time slot. Say now here the start time is 3 p.m. and end time is 5 p.m. So you will get complete audio between these two timings. So if you go to time slots tab, you will see that this is true. So if you want to add another time slot, say so start time with 10 a.m. and end time 11 a.m. It's very easy to do that. So you just say add and then you say save. So from next analysis you will have complete audio conversation between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So this is all about time slots tab. Also, let me discuss few do's and don'ts for software usage as well as hardware usage. Few do's. A fully charged device records for 15 hours. If you have used the device for a day, connect it to the computer. Also, once you receive an alert from the software, connect it to a mobile adapter. So the alert will be of this kind where a message is displayed. It asks you to connect to the device to a charger. So connecting the device to a mobile adapter will be as easy as this. So this would make sure that there would be no unnecessary recordings and also the device gets charged simultaneously. And device has 8 GB memory that can approximately store 3 days worth of recording. Hence you must connect the device to the computer where the software is installed within 3 days. Also, it is recommended that the device be pinned to a pocket or a shirt or a top. So for instance, there is a slot for a pin at the back of the device. So you can connect the device or pin it to a pocket, pin the device to a shirt or even a top. In all these cases, the device remains hidden and almost impossible to spot. Also, delete files from your playlist regularly. Important audio conversations can be archived. Connect the device after the Windows machine is up and running. This is just to make sure you don't have any issues with device detection. Don't meddle with the installed files. Software will misbehave. So that's all I think you need to know to get started with using the voice analyzer software. If you have any issues or queries, please do mail us at info@safehello.in. We would be really glad to help you out. Thanks a lot.